Alright, Miitopia, and I'm actually streaming during the day for once. Actually, was the last time during the day as well? I don't remember. All I know is I usually stream during the freaking late night stuff, so I'm so used to used to that being the standard. Who knows, maybe the last time was during the day. I support our king literally is a heavy burden and no comment from Green Toad. Thanks for the 3 outing tickets, Green Toad. My oh my. Hello, Kraken. Hope you're doing well today. Why am I over here? Was there a quest thingamabob over here? Was I doing some other stuff off camera to get some more areas done? Why is the game so quiet? I think I might just have my own computer volume down. I think that might be it. I don't even know. But yeah, you're doing well. That's good to hear. Are you? Whoa. We are going this way, I think, right? Oh, yeah, we were. Wait, there's a snurp though. Let's go after the snurp, I guess. It's currently Sunday, the 11th of July. So 3 days from now, good old Skyward Sword HD releases. Do you have any thoughts on the matter for that, Kraken? Any particular thoughts? I'm wrapping up a sort of... Oh, maybe I need to do physical attacks on you or something? I don't know. Oh, well. Well, there's that, I guess. I'll have a video essay on the subject of Nintendo's classic game, the whole handle, soonish. On that day, most likely. So, what was our current quest? Look for a strange jewel in the underground labyrinth. No, not party. Gosh darn it. Anyway, this weekend has been interesting for me. Hello, Anima. How are you doing today? Because I've been editing some more Creators Collide stuff. And, well, there was one session where, yeah, Skyward Sword HD is gonna exist. Yep. Couldn't bother to, you know, upgrade the textures or anything like that, even though fans have already done so in 4K. But one of the biggest game companies in the world can't be bothered to do so, I guess. Hope you're doing well today, Mortis. I was editing a video of, like, Creators Collide, and the session that I was editing was this one where it was, like, the first session that I recorded after reinstalling my OS. So, like, all my settings were reset and whatnot. And turns out the default file format is .mkv, whatever that means. So, and there was no easy way for me to just convert it to an MP4 so my video editing software could actually use it. So I uploaded it to my YouTube channel under, like, unlisted, and when you download from YouTube, it downloads at 720p because the 1080p version it has the video and audio stored separately because YouTube is a perfect platform with no flaws whatsoever. So I used another site to download the 1080p version of the MP4 of my video. And then I also used it to download a 360p version that I would use for the audio. And, well, my video editing software was lagging like crazy, having the 2 tracks, one for the 1080p footage and the second for, like, the 360p audio. And, well, last night, after so much pain of my computer lagging like crazy, I finally got the project to, like, a finished state where I could start rendering it. And every time I went to render it, it would crash and be like, your computer cannot render this project. Or just like, we've run into an error and your project could not be rendered. Like, it doesn't move on the progress bar at all. The whole thing is so freaking laggy. So now, like, I have to backtrack, download the 720p footage. And if I had used the 720p footage for, like, my audio, then I could easily just delete the 1080p footage and then just use, like, the, you know, 720p footage that'd already be there perfectly edited. But because I used 360p in the background, if I want it to be at least 720p, I gotta freaking basically delete the entire over an hour-long project that took me like a freaking 2 full workdays of work to do and start over at the beginning again. So I'm pissed. Quite frankly, I'm not very happy about that. My goodness. So this entire project, I was lagging my computer like crazy, and I was so hyped that was finally done despite the lag. I could start rendering. It literally can't render. So this Creators Collide session, which was with the streamer X-Ray Blacksmith, I need to literally start the thing over from the very beginning again. Like, I really wish that there was some way in my video editing software to just say, like, change this media to this other media, essentially. like have it all edited in the same way, since it's just different quality versions of the exact same footage. But every time I try to go to update media, it's like, oh, this isn't the same file it originally was. I'm like, yeah, that's the point. I'm trying to replace it. Come on. Like, I tried rendering it in like so many different versions of quality. I tried rendering it at like 1% quality. I tried rendering it with freaking what are the different ways I tried rendering it? Oh, I did try rendering it after like closing down my video editing software and opening the project file with Notepad and changing around the text that says the ID of this item is the 1080p footage and changing it so that it directs to the 720p footage and being like, okay, maybe that'll fix it. If I just in the code for the project itself directly change the ID of like, you know, that item from the 1080p footage to the 720p footage, because then that variable ID is assigned to all these places in the timeline and it should work. But no, somehow it still magically knows that that isn't the footage that's supposed to be there, despite me changing the code, and I don't know why. So, yesterday, was that. I wanted to stream yesterday, but I didn't because I was busy with that. And, it's been hell. My goodness. Sometimes I love editing. Sometimes I freaking hate editing so much, and this is one of those times that I hate editing. The whole finished video is like an hour 10 minutes long, and now I have to start over from the very beginning again. So, you know, fun times. I'm gonna be having fun doing that, I guess. So, you know, at least hopefully it won't lag as much for the 720p version. And it takes a long time to go through like all that freaking footage. Like the final video is like an hour 10 minutes for that. It'll probably be roughly that for the version that I recreate again. But the length of the footage to go through and edit into that hour 10 minutes is over 3 hours long of footage to go through, which I've spent this past weekend going through the horse dogs. I mean, we do the get very sleepy, Professor Oak. Let me devour your soul. So sleepy. Yes, now let me consume your soul. Let me consume it. It was all a dream. So I spent like this past weekend going through 3 hours worth of footage and cutting it up in like the laggiest possible way, because it was lagging the heck out of my computer. And now I gotta do the whole thing over again, so I'm not exactly in the best of moods and enthusiasm when it comes to my video editing projects. On a lighter note, my freaking video essay on Nintendo's classic game conundrum should be basically done, and that should be able to render just fine, I hope. We'll see. I've rendered versions of it before, but that should at least be ready for this Wednesday. I'll probably work on a different Creators Collide episode for a little while and then come back to X-Rays because my goodness. Hello Luna, how are you doing today? I'm doing a-okay. Things are a-okay here, apart from freaking editing hell from you know, freaking video editing nonsense. I have a few episodes recorded of the thingamabob. I'm thinking that I might edit a different episode first and then come back to this one that I need to remake, because I'm tired of editing that one at this point in like the laggiest possible way. So oh well, it is what it is. Sometimes when it comes to video editing, sometimes you deal with those kinds of things, I guess. Like, I really wish that I just stuck with 720p from the beginning instead of trying to be like, oh yeah, let's just go for 1080p like the other ones. I think I'm just gonna have to accept that. Oh look, we have 100 HP, 101 MP now. Isn't that crazy? I think I just gotta accept that thing's gonna have to be 720p and do it from the beginning again. Ah! My goodness. Be gone, thought. I just looked over at chat and then I looked back at the game and I saw be gone. But yeah, I came to check in too. I appreciate it. Gobbled up an HP banana. Nice. You ready to freaking mega explosion? So yeah, that's the editing hail of that stuff. At least when it comes to playthrough thingamabobs, I typically don't have to worry about editing since I just use like the Twitch highlighter to cut things up into parts, and then my video editing software to make like thumbnails and whatnot. So at least stuff like this, like 99% of the time, I don't have to worry about editing things. But man, for my actual bigger editing projects, oof, it's some kind of state. To say the least. It's some kind of way. They probably like one another and learn charity together. Isn't that crazy? What's going on here, huh? So you know, that's my whole mental state lately, essentially, when it comes to stuff with the channel. I am looking forward to getting this freaky video essay out there. I'm even more so looking forward to this Creators Collide stuff. Currently, I have 5 sessions recorded. I got the first one published 2 days ago, the one that I did with Guzma. Good old Guzma in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I have another one that's like in the last few percent of like editing that needs to be done. And then this other one that I need to restart from the very beginning. And then a couple others that I haven't even started yet. But yeah, Garfield fell asleep while standing up. Sounds about right. They really like one another, apparently. Who wants to build a bond with the horse that hasn't really yet? 12, 14, who has, like, almost no bond with the horse? There's 8. I guess we'll do that, I suppose. Bam. Sure. Sure, something like that. So, yeah, that's what's been going on here, I suppose. It's not that tasty. The other day, okay, we've tested everybody, so you can have it in Ego, I suppose. Yesterday I went and had dinner over at my grandparents' place, where, of course, as always, I brought the Diggy along, who always loves checking in on them, and just spending time with them. She was very, very content. It's always very cute. Wait, do you even use magic? Free buff Nia, I forgot this was a thing. I kind of forgot this was a thing. Who's gonna use the magic? I guess Professor Oak. I guess Professor Oak will use it. Oh, we haven't tested these ones. Professor Oak's content. What do you think, Carvia? Carvia found delicious, okay. Fragrant tea, huh? What do you think? Sparrow found it delicious, okay. Frozen ready meal. Sparrow found it delicious, cool. Who else wants a frozen ready meal? What do you think, Inigo? Okay. Okay. Got through our grub and whatnot. We don't have any tickets in the arcade. We have a lot of outing tickets. I think that we've done all of these before, I believe. Yeah, we'll do one here. We'll do one of these horse bond ones, I suppose. Is what we'll do. Time with Garfy. Why am I Professor Oak now? I don't get it. Go spend time with a super cursed horse and stuff. Spend time over there. Are you get a carrot from? It's a fish carrot. No, I want the souls of the damned. Is what I want. My goodness. Yada yada, that stuff. Garfy best horse. Garfy's such a cursed horse. I think I was watching some other streamer recently, and they had like some character named like Garf or something like that, and it made me think of Garfy. I forget what it was. What am I thinking of? There was something. It was probably some other streamer's stream that I saw recently that had something very similar there. Sure, we'll go with that, I guess. We'll go with that, I suppose. Oh, and some other news. In the turmoil of hero staff. In some of the turmoil of editing hell that I've been in, I have been doing like some grinding and Fire Emblem Fates because that playthrough is like almost done. What was the thing before? Yeah, we'll go with that. Because like the next session of Fire Emblem Fates is probably going to be the last for that playthrough. Most likely a hero frying pan. Because we just have like the final 2 chapters left. So I saved into another slot and started grinding there to basically have a file where it's like my final builds for everybody. So I can still go back to the old file and do like the final boss and stuff with like the stuff that I had before to still have it be a challenge. But then, you know, show off the a billiard tank, huh? Kind of show off what my optimal kind of builds would be in this other file and whatnot. So I'm literally setting up my Fire Emblem Fates playthrough like a freaking cooking show, where it's like, oh, from here you do this step, but we already prepared that ahead of time. It's already in the oven, ready to take out. That's literally what I'm doing. I'm literally getting Fire Emblem Fates set up like a freaking cooking show. So there's that. I'm gonna try to stream soon. Well, I hope that goes well for you. I know that I know several people, gosh darn, not eat grub. I know several people who started streaming and have said that it's something that have that has really helped them and whatnot. Something that can be very therapeutic to several people. Not every case, but a lot of cases that I've seen has been stuff that has been net positive for a lot of people that I know. So I hope it is for you as well. So this is going to be a thing? Is this going to be the thing that we're looking for? I feel like something's buried here. Maybe it's treasure. Dig, 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 dig. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Is that all that was? Oh, well, I suppose the gem is here. So do we just have to, like, go to different places until we find the thingamabob? I'm sorry to hear about that. I don't know if this is exactly the best environment for that kind of thing. That might be a better thing for within Discord or whatnot. Is this going to... I know that the other way had, like, multiple paths as well. Would that lead to different places that we could look for the gem and whatnot? Don't worry about that. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, I forgot KK looked like that. I forgot that's how we had KK. My, oh my. It was just a dream. KK Slider had a nap and restored stuff before we even had any battles, so... wasn't really that neat. Let's go down again. Down, down, down. And could well do. Let's see how things work out. What do we want to do here? No! Gosh darn it. Boopity bop. But yeah, I know that Anima's definitely somebody that you've spoken to a bit. I've heard about some things with that and whatnot. Ow! Gosh darn it, you're so mean. So mean, yeah. Pincer the random freaking glyph there. Got him, absolutely. Cool. I'll be back. I'll be back, says Arnold. I love the tank Arnold. He's great, isn't he? KK Slider gained a level. More toast for us. More of it. Found an inn. Cool. So we just have to go around exploring and digging until we find the freaking gem that we need. So we need 4 to get into Temporal Tower, I believe. We're gonna need 4 to get into there. And we have 1. So, does anybody want my gold? You want a Calico cat suit? It's probably better than the buff thing that you have right now, the ugly buff thing. So go ahead and do that. Yeah, there you go. I can't believe there's a cat class in this game. I cannot believe it. Some hero vestments. Sure, there you go, I guess. There it is, some hero vestments. Neat. Yeah, we might stick with the kind of green look. I do like me some green. It is a very nice color. We only have the 1 grub, so we're just gonna set out, methinks. So we're just going to set out on our merry way, collecting 20 different types of vestments, 12 different types of cat suits. Strange that, like, 12 was one of the milestones, and then it goes to, like, 20. Okay, so this is another potential spot. It's gonna be the one right ahead, right? Unless it's just scripted to always be, like, the last one. I wouldn't be surprised. Feel like there's something buried here. Maybe it's treasure. Eh? Yeah, it probably is scripted to be the last one, most likely. Suppose the gem isn't here. I would not be surprised if that was the case. I would not be surprised if that's... Okay, then. As quick as a flash. What's that one meme where it's like... Faster than a locomotive. Stronger than steel, and it can pick up pancakes, or whatever. Like, I don't know if anyone knows what the heck I'm talking about, but like, I don't even remember the whole thing. Everybody loves KK Slider. Why wouldn't you love KK Slider? Speaking of things that I love, I'm going to love finishing off some games on this channel soon so that we can hop into some other things. Things are in a weird place right now when it comes to, like, the ongoing games on the channel. Like, technically 6 are ongoing. There's Miitopia, which we should be able to do it in, like, a few more sessions here. We have Mario Golf Super Rush, where we beat the story. All that we have left to do is, like, showcase multiplayer stuff and, do, like, whatever the Battle Golf thingamabob is. So I just gotta, like, organize a multiplayer session thingamabob for that. Fire Emblem Fates has 1 session left, but I gotta wrap up some grinding before that. And then probably schedule a day, and then that'll be finished off. and whatnot. Watch Dogs Legion's Bloodline I can probably finish off in one more session, but there's a bunch of online stuff that I haven't done as well that I'm gonna have to catch up on. That wasn't finished before that I'm gonna have to do after that, so there's a decent bit of Watch Dogs stuff left. There's always so much stuff. If it's midnight over there, then I hope you have a good night, Luna. Appreciate you stopping by. Professor Oakstrom, first assist. Oh, we've never done this, I guess. I've never seen this happen. Is it just like a low chance of happening? Oh, maybe it's only when we have low MP. And that's why we didn't really see it. Let's see it happen. I can't believe these freaking running noses. My, oh my. Yeah, 9 months definitely has been a while. The other games here, there's Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, which was ongoing for like a good while, our 3-player playthrough with Shuck and Anima. We have like a world and a half left, so it's almost done. We had to put the playthrough on hold for a while because there were like some complications that came up, but now a month or two later, we should almost be ready to like do it again. Also, Kraken, I see the test there. Were you not able to like speak for a little bit? But we should be able to get that underway again soon-ish. We just gotta, like, organize times for that. And it'll be 4-player. We're planning on adding a 4th with freaking Guzma, and then that'll be finished off. And then there's Dark Deity, which is a game that apparently has 28 chapters, and we're on, like, 19 or 20, something like that? Are we around 18, 19? I don't know. We basically still have a little bit under a third of the game left to go. So, like, that one's still gonna take me a while, and I have, like, 30 hours into the game. And the game's probably not normally supposed to be that long, but I'm taking my time with it, so it's taking a long time. My, oh my. All done chomping on the souls of the damned. All done with that, I guess. There, they like one another. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, so I've literally technically got 6 ongoing playthroughs. Miitopia, Mario Golf Super Rush, Fire Emblem Fate's Birthright, Watch Dogs Legion, specifically with Bloodline, but also some online stuff. Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and Dark Deity. Dark Deity, I don't even know. But, like, several of those could be finished off, like, soonish, because I have a bunch of other things to pick up. Like, I want to potentially cover the first 4 2D Metroid games, or the latest instances of each of them. That is, before Metroid 5, Metroid Dread. I still need to cover There Is No Game for Anima, who requested it back in May for Mad Lad May, but things have been freaking crazy here. There it is, you found the mouth jewel. Cool, we found the thing. So, I've been meaning to do that one since May. Finish Mr. White's quest, cool. That's 2 jewels for the skyscraper we found now. 2 down, 2 to go. So, we're only halfway there. Whoa! We're living on a prayer. Ah! My voice crack is what I try to sing. Be positive. We're already halfway there. Let's do this. Yeah, we could probably get through the rest of Miitopia without too much trouble. Oh, no. Oh, no, Brock's feeling under the weather. Not like this. But yeah. So yeah, the whole thing about ongoing games. Oh, and in a few days, freaking Skyward Sword HD releases. I already covered the original Skyward Sword, so I don't know if I'm gonna do a full playthrough. Like, I was planning on doing, like, a YouTube stream playthrough of Skyward Sword HD. To, like, be another one of those games where I try out YouTube streaming. But, you know, I already covered the original Skyward Sword, so there's not as much need, really. I guess you can use the Magic Professor Oak, I suppose. So, if it's one of those playthroughs I just don't finish, that's why. That would be the reason why, and whatnot. Yeah, let's go ahead and set off. We'll go get some more gems and whatnot. Anyway, I'll catch up on the stuff there. But yeah, Kraken will have known me for 2 years on the 28th. Time flies, doesn't it? That time flies. Okay, so we can go back to the Traveler's Hub. Yes.